Welcome back, family, to another episode. Afro Senpai here. Today, in this episode, we are talking with my CPA about tax-related stuff when it comes to developing your own business. Please remember that I am from Washington State. I am doing a business that relates to food service. So what we talk about in this particular video may not pertain to you and your business based off of your own state and what your business specializes in. Let's go.
All right. Well, when we first spoke, we talked about the fact that you had a number of businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe there's three, correct?
There's 3 in the pipeline, so I'm just kind of working piecemeal, and one is going to piggyback off of the next.
Okay, gotcha.
So primarily, I want to know how to just keep accurate records on your end for when you are doing CPA type stuff. And my primary questions are just basically if I'm collecting a whole bunch of expenses, you guys are going to go through and then just work your magic and write things off as much as possible. Is that how it usually goes? Okay.
That's exactly how it goes.
And then, so just in general, if I'm doing stuff on my website that relates to my business, like promoting my business, talking about my business on my website, GoDaddy then is a write off because I go through GoDaddy to make my
Yes,
website.
absolutely.
And then, as well as my virtual assistant that helps me with business side stuff would be.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So your virtual assistant, in order for that to be a write-off, if you are paying that person, if you think that you're going to pay them over $600 in a year,
Mm-hmm.
which really honestly, let's throw out that threshold, and you should always be in the habit of getting a W-9
Yeah.
from anyone that you're paying.
Okay.
So just make sure you get that for the virtual assistant, and then yes, that would be 100% deductible.
Because that's like a 1099. Is that the same thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And then I'm also doing stuff on YouTube, and so does YouTube related things are those write-offs? Because if I have to buy like equipment or something like that.
I'm going to go with yes. As long as you can show, within your records that this was necessary for, you to advertise your business,
Yeah.
promote your business. Yes,
Okay.
that would all be deductible.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Just confirming the process of a write-off, and it's basically if it's something for your business, it's written off as a deduction. The goal is to get as many deductions as you can, so you're not showing as much as a profit, so you can keep more of your money.
Yes.
All right.
So when we talked about the fact that you would have potentially vending machines, gumball machines,
Yeah.
so I'm assuming that you're going to have to travel to restock those machines. Am I correct?
Correct. Until I get somebody, but that'll be further down the line.
So you yourself are going to have another layer of record keeping that might be helpful for you.
Okay.
And that is to be able to deduct the cost of your travel
Yeah.
to from. So you just need to be super clean about your record keeping.
Yeah.
And so the time that you leave, like let's say you have to leave your home, travel to get the products,
Mm-hmm.
and then travel to the machines, you're going to want to keep track of all of that
Yeah.
mileage and then return home. So that's your entire trip.
Yeah.
All right, so the things that are generic, write-offs are going to be, of course, all the supplies that you use. We just went over mileage,
Mm-hmm.
office supplies. So if you need to buy a new printer, a scanner, something like that, a new computer, all of
Laptop,
that's
yeah.
deductible. So you are going to be able to write off a little bit of meals. If you have to meet with a client, for instance, to schmooze them, to get them to put your machine,
Yeah.
I feel like that's legit.
Yeah.
You know, that should be no problem.
When I formed my LLC, I had to use my personal account because there is no business established, but that's still a write-off for the business.
Absolutely. As always, as soon as you get your bank account open, try to do as much business-related things from that account.
Exactly. That's why I want to get that established as soon as possible, so then I can start making purchases. Kind of keep
And I
everything.
mean, it's not the end of the world if you're good with record keeping. So if we're handling your books, like let's say quarterly or monthly, and we have all these personal charges to go through, just know, you know, we're billing you for the time. It's going to take us more time. If you could just start off on the right foot, which keeps everything super clean, it's just good for you, and it's just setting good habits.
Exactly.
If you find that, hey, I'm adding up 1 million transactions to get to my totals for the month, then we need to maybe switch you over to maybe QuickBooks, online or desktop, but we can let you decide when you feel like you need something like that.
Right. I figured that with the slow start that I'm going to have with only having one gumball machine, it's going to be super manageable, but in the future, I'll need to go into something, like more automated, like maybe a QuickBooks. But for now, I like to just understand the process of what I'm doing and do it all myself, and then eventually pass it off into somebody just so I can learn more.
That sounds good.
Closing out the episode from my YouTube, is there a shout out that you want to give? Where can people find you if they're interested in getting a CPA? What's your information for the audience?
Absolutely. I am Carnisha Rodgers with Something Different Accounting. Find us on Facebook, Something Different Accounting. You can also follow our website, accountingseattle.com, and reach out. Look forward to it. I'm always sharing useful information. I am a champion of investment, so you'll always find some good investment, small business tips on my page. So please follow me.
All right. Beautiful. Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. It was a pleasure. And I'm pretty sure we'll be in touch lots this year.
Yes. All righty. Have a good one.
All righty. You too. Take care. Stay safe.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And if you like what you see, please remember to like, comment down below, maybe a takeaway or two that you learned from the video. And also please consider subscribing to the channel and join the family.